You sought him out because you were like, oh, who should I start? I don't know if I should start Cornelius Bennett or Daryl Talley over, whoever so-and-so.
Making a quick lunchtime walk to the Buffalo Public Library. Of course, I am listening to Reconciler by Lewiston. If you haven't downloaded it yet, go do it. I'm at the library today looking for George Plimpton novels for a little inspiration. Jackpot. I haven't read this yet. I probably should. I could spend my entire lunch break in this library, except I need to walk back to work before this storm hits. Look at that. I'm so screwed. Successful library trip. Checked out The Best of George Plimpton and George Plimpton on Sports. Can't wait to dive into those. All right, back to work. Shooting a wedding tomorrow, so that means I need to do a little bit of lens prep so that I have all of my gear ready in the morning. Batteries are charged. I just want to make sure my lenses are spotless. Okay, getting ready to shoot a wedding today. Super nervous because, let's be honest, I get nervous about everything. This is gonna go great though. It's a beautiful day in Buffalo, and two great people are getting married, Lindsay and James. It's gonna be a blast. Pretty cool trick, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, wedding is over. Shot. Reception's still going on, but the shooting portion is over. I think it went great. I can't wait to dive into this. I got a ton of footage that's going to take me years to sift through. Not really, but Lindsay and James, congratulations. Great wedding. Your families are awesome. Your friends are awesome. They're really fun, and it was an absolute pleasure to shoot your wedding. So thanks for asking. All right, let's go to sleep.
What we do here is go back.
Okay, so I just want to talk briefly about books, specifically screenwriting books. So there are a million different screenwriting books. How to Write a Movie in 21 Days, Aristotle's Poetics for Screenwriters, Making Movies by Sidney Lumet, 4 Screenplays by Sid Field, and probably like the holy Bible of them all, Screenplay by Sid Field. Again, there are a million more. I own 500,000 of them. And here's the thing about that. While these are great learning tools, I find myself, my writing process being hindered by owning all of these books, because I feel like I need to adhere to everything that Sid Field has written, all of the guidelines for writing a screenplay. That's not the case. Yes, new writers, and even myself, I'm including myself in that category, should definitely adhere to the guidelines of the standard screenplay. Plot points, the 3-act structure, you shouldn't try to be Charlie Kaufman or Quentin Tarantino your first time out, or even your 10th time out for that matter. Those guys have written a million scripts. What I'm saying is that while these are great tools, they're like the Bible. They're not meant to be taken word for word. They are tools that you can use to learn, and when you get lost, they're kind of like a roadmap to help you find your way back to where your story veered off the path. Okay, a second ago when I said that those books are like the Bible and you shouldn't follow them word for word, I didn't mean anything by that, like you shouldn't read the Bible or believe in anything that the Bible says. I just meant that as it's a set of guidelines that you should follow these books. Pretend like I didn't say anything about the Bible. Okay. Back to your vlog. The important thing with every script is to create a character and a story that means a lot to you and that will mean a lot to your audience, and then staying true to that story. Here's the other thing. You can accumulate as many of these books as you want to, but you're really just wasting time if you're reading these books. If you're reading books and you're not writing, then your story is never going to get written. Because even if you consume 10 screenwriting books, that doesn't mean that you've written 10 scripts. That means that you've written 0 scripts. These are meant to be inspiration. Just like Seth Godin. I love reading Seth Godin books. Whenever I'm feeling burnout at work, I love to pick up a Seth Godin book because he's a great inspiration, but he doesn't have the answers within those pages. If you read Seth Godin, you know that that's meant to be a motivator. He's telling you that you can do it. He's not telling you exactly how to do it. He's trying to motivate you to go achieve your goals, your dreams. And I think that's really what all of these, especially something like making movies, is. All it's trying to do is motivate you, steer you in the right direction, make sure you're staying on the path so that you can achieve what you set out to do. So I'm going to dive in to Screenplay by Sid Field. I'm going to dive into how to write a screenplay in 21 days because it has great it has great guidelines, and I'm going to write my screenplay. Here we go. Okay, so the other thing that's happening right now is I am in a really intense fantasy football league. I love fantasy football. It's a terrible, terrible obsession, and I get really into it every single year. Tonight is our annual Bros League draft lottery. So we get to find out who everyone's keeping. We're in a keeper league. We're in a PPR 2-keeper league, so every year we can keep 2 players that we drafted. We get to find out who everyone is keeping and what our draft order is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, because the season starts in about 2 weeks. So I'm really excited. Lou and I are testing out some different options here between Google Hangout and Ustream. We're just testing the parameters, and we are going to dive into this in just a minute. It's usually a lot of fun. Lou takes it. He takes his commissionership really seriously. It's super funny. So I'll share a little bit of that with you once we dive into that.
By the way, this is the 2015 Born and Raised in Olean Suckers Fantasy Football Draft Lottery in honor of Adam Ralston, whose engineering acumen is responsible for our lottery system. 12th pick in the draft this year goes to the reigning champ, Skip Bayless. No surprise there. You know what I really hate about Hurlburt? What I hate the most about Hurlburt is that he's always on the waiver wire every goddamn day, and I think that's what pisses me off the most about him. He's such a good player, and I really hate that most about him. He's always just picking up guys. You see it every year. He's leading the league in the most moves. It's like, oh, typical. How about that one time, Hurls, when you sought out the advice of that clown dick from ESPN Insider FantasyFootball.com /#. You sought him out because you were like, oh, who should I start? I don't know if I should start Cornelius Bennett or Daryl Talley over, whoever, so-and-so. What's it, Barry? Barry's his name. I lost respect for you in that moment, man. It's bullshit. And then you had to go win the league again, like a Jerk.
So this is the type of shenanigans that goes on. Lou gives me shit because I've won the league 3 years, and I plan on winning it another back-to-back. I had back-to-back championships in 2011, 2012, and I plan on winning back-to-back again in 2014, 2015. I'll take the 12th pick. I like it.